Hello, you YouTubers. JBuzzsaw79. Excuse me. Here's a deck profile for the list here that started out in April. And basically, just wanted to kind of get some more profiles out because I haven't really been doing that many lately. So I have indeed a whole bunch of them. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to upload right now for a little while, 2 a week, to try to get back out there. So let's get into the profile right away. So starting out, I'm just going to put out here my threes, which are, of course, 3 copies of Mizuki. Mizuki's a really good card. If you don't know what it does, you can remove from play to special summon 1 zombie monster from your graveyard. So really good there. And then going into, of course, my next card that I run in here, uni-zombie. Now, ironically, just as a point of interest, when uni-zombie came out, I told everybody I think this card is too good. To me, this card borderlines on actually being broke, not just because what it does, which is really good, but also for the fact that it's a zombie, it's a tuner, it's dark. With the 0 defense, you can use those with the that one new zombie card that just came out from the gold series. I can't remember their name. So there's that. It's a level 3 to 5 essentially, and I go, it's common. Everybody's like, oh well, it's all right. I don't think it's that good. Ironically, several of those individuals now, since the last time I was at locals, have changed their opinion of the uni-zombie. So, uni-zombie, though, really good card. Thank you, Konami. Next up on my list here, we got 3 Vampire Sorcerer. You really can't run a vampire deck, I think, without her. Not saying that she's a must, but she's so good that you almost want to play her. You could probably play her at 2 even. I just think 3 is a comfortable number for me. There's a lot of plays I can do off of her, not to mention the fact that you can remove her. She counts as essentially the tribute for a tribute summon, which is really, really good. So yeah, there's that whole thing. I can't remember. Her first effect already too, I guess. So I just had to take a chance to double read that too before I open up my big fat mouth and say something. Next up, I got the Vampire Dukes. I run 3 of those because he's really good in here as well. Excuse me. So I don't know why I wouldn't run the Vampire Dukes. When he's normal, you can go ahead and get a special summon a target face up in defense, so that's really good. And if he's special summoned, you can essentially name monster spell trap, and the opponent has to send that from their deck to the grave. Also nice because it's the main card you combo with Vampire Kingdom. So this is some 3s. Now we're just gonna run some doubles out here now. I only run 2 Vampire Shadow. I've seen some people trying to run 3 now. He's good, but the fact that you are somewhat limited in him makes him so. But I think a 2 is a comfortable number. I've thought that for some time now as far as things go. So next up is 2 Illblood. Now people have really, my other video too, I had Illblood listed in there as well, and other people didn't seem to really like that idea. But with the rest of the deck, as I show it to you, Illblood is so good with this because he himself allows you to basically be a Mizuki every turn. Once he has his effect, you can special summon back monster every turn, giving you lots of plays off the cards here. So that's awesome. We got the double Goblin Zombie. I did cut Pyramid Turtle. I think Goblin Zombie right now is a better choice. For the vampire mixes, if it's a pure zombie without vampires, I would still run Pyramid Turtles. I just think that this is a better choice for this particular deck right now. So, and then I have two 1-ofs. One Zombie Master, because he can really do some good plays for you. If a card were to be changed, I would actually remove the vampire Zombie Master for Pyramid Turtle, if it comes down to that, or if I had to. My other last card here for 1-off for the monsters is one Vampire Vamp. I really do like Vampire Vamp. I think she's underestimated by some people that are running vampires. So I have nothing but kind words to say about the card at this point in my life. So, moving on to spells at this point, we are running 3 Vampire Kingdom. Vampire Kingdom is nice because you only gain a 500 attack when attacking. So, Ragnaros 0, whatever the hell it is, could not affect the vampires then. So that's really nice because otherwise most field cards are powered up immediately. If a monster card is sent from an opponent's deck to the grave, and this goes back to like Duke, you can destroy one target on the field then. If I set a vampire from my deck, so that gives you still a couple extra options there, which are always good to have. Next up, 3 MSTs. I still feel that MST is a staple in most aggro-based decks, which is essentially what this is supposed to be. So yeah, I think that you kind of want to run this in here without much of a question. For some 2s, I did add 2 Books of Life because it's freaking Book of Life. Excuse me, a lot of good plays in here. You want to keep the uni-zombie out as much as possible to do as many synchros and Igsies as you possibly can with this deck. So having the Books of Life in there does help out with that. Double Stormforth and Monarchs, especially Vampire Vamp, and you have Sorceress or whatever in your Vampire Sorceress in your grave. Remove Vampire Sorceress, play Stormforth, tribute their monster, and put out Vampire Vamp. She is a 7. So that's pretty dang nice right there. Just as a point. I am running 2 Transmodify because freaking a Transmodify is really good in this deck. If you have Goblin Zombie out, you can play Transmodify, go to 5, put Special Summon Duke, and do that route if like Duke's already out. Play this on Duke or Shadow, go into Illblood, Special Summon him, and then from Illblood you can give him normal, activate his effect, Special Summon, bring him back Duke or whatever, so activate his effect again. So I mean, so many plays. Really, think about it. So many plays you can do with this Transmodify in your deck here. Next up, return from there because, gosh, you do lots of removing there with the Mizuki, so why not try one out, right? Traps, pretty much staples for traps. Double chains, because chains are so good. That's the only doubles I have. I have some singles at this point, Compulse and Bottomless. Standard staples, you don't want to kind of leave home without them, in my opinion. The one Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Nice card because of the fact that it's not been errated, like Crush card, and you activate it. If you're going to go on the offensive, you say Trap, make them play traps against you at that point, and then try to go for your combo and push for the game there at that point, and then you can MST if you really felt like it, so it's a real good backup there. I'm running only 1 Vampire Takeover because I think that it's okay, but if you're going to run 1 Terraforming, well then that would be the other choice to this card. And the last card is 1 called Haunted to round off the deck for 40 cards in main deck. As always, thumbs up if you like this, thumbs down if you don't. Go ahead and throw comments out there. I love to read them. Go ahead and subscribe if you wish, but you don't have to. Please always at least go ahead and spread this video to others. so that way we can get some different opinions on there if people want, and kind of see what people come up with overall. This is Jay's Buzzsaw. Thanks for watching.